Hello, my beautiful and amazing people. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are viewing from. It's your girl, Racheal Kay, and we are right here with another exciting and amazing episode of Ladies with Stories. And I'm so excited about today. I don't know if you're excited as I am, but I'm excited about today's episode, and I hope you will learn something from today's episode. If you're here and you can hear me loud and clear, please kindly comment in the section box that you can hear me and you're ready for us to go straight into Afghanistan. Come on, guys, drop your comments. Let me know you can hear me and you are also live with me. So drop a comment, drop a comment, drop a comment. Let's know you're with me. Hi, Anita. Good evening. How are you doing today? Okay, who else is here? We're ready for today. Today we're going to Afghanistan. We're bringing you a beautiful story from the city of Afghanistan. Good evening, Kitsura. How are you doing? How are you guys doing? I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing very fine. Thank God, I'm doing very fine, Anita. Please share this live. Let people know we are live. Share it with your friends. Tell them we are live. Yes, we are live on Facebook, we are live on YouTube, and we are live on LinkedIn. Even though there's a little problem trying to adjust that, but hopefully we should be live on LinkedIn. All right, guys, please tag your friends, tell them we're here, tag your friends, tell them we are live, and we will be starting any moment from now. So for those joining us for the first time, Ladies with Stories is a platform where women share their stories with the aim of inspiring and empowering other women or all women to succeed. So we believe in the power of stories as it is a magnet to the mind. When you tell a story, it stays on your heart, in your memory, and you don't forget stories easily, especially when it's impactful to you. And as such, we bring you interesting stories and amazing stories all the time. So, guys, tag your friends, tag your friends. Hello, Patience. Hello, Abigail. How is everyone doing? Please get your friends here. Let them know we are live and we are starting. We started already, yeah? We started. Yeah, we started. Let them know we are live, guys. This is 7. Okay, guys. So, without so much waste of time, I'll read the biography of our guest before we dive into today. Like I said earlier, today we are going to the beautiful city of Afghanistan, and our guest is from Kabul in Afghanistan. So, what do you know about Afghanistan? What have you heard about Afghanistan? Drop it in the comment section. What do you know about Afghanistan? What have you heard about Afghanistan? What do you know about their women? And what have you heard about their women? So kindly drop it in the comment section and we will bring the story at exactly 7:15. So we're just giving this time for everyone to get in here. So tag your friends, share this live broadcast, tell people we are live, and let me know what you know about the Afghanistan woman, Afghanistan as itself, as a country. Let's know what you know about it, okay? Okay, so who is dropping anything? What do you know about Afghanistan? Is anyone dropping anything? Have you heard about the country Afghanistan? What do you know about that country? Well, I know that there was a Taliban reign in Afghanistan. What do you know? Have you heard about Taliban? Okay, Abigail said Kabul is the capital. Absolutely. Well, let me not say absolutely. Let me confirm. What do you know about Afghanistan, guys? What do you know about Afghanistan? Well, yes, Abigail is right. Kabul is the capital of Afghanistan. Afghanistan is a country in Asia with a long and complex history. It's been through many wars and political upheavals over the centuries, and it has a diverse culture that has been shaped by many different influences. Afghanistan is a Muslim majority country, and Islam plays a large role in the culture and daily life of its people. The country is also known for its beautiful natural landscape, including the Hindu Kush mountain and its rich artistic and literary traditions. Absolutely, girl. Did you just know that or did you Google that? All right, guys, it's beautiful to have everyone. And guess what? Our guest is right here in the studio, and I'm so excited about this particular episode because Mushtar is an amazing person. So, Afghanistan has had its upheaval, as patients have stated. They've been through a series of wars up and down from when I was little to now. I've heard Afghanistan, I've heard Syria. They're always in the news. And, over time, when you talk about women in Afghanistan, we're talking about restrictions of women. They don't have freedom of movement in Afghanistan. And that has been the pain of so many Afghanistan women. And today, I'm so excited to bring to you true story, like I say, true story from Mushda. She is from Kabul, and Kabul is the capital of Afghanistan. And before we do that, we just go on a quick break and we bring her up and she says hello to you because we already have the story on ground. So, guys, let's go on a quick break before we bring our guest up. Welcome back, my beautiful people. It's your baby girl, Racheal Kay, and today we will be in Afghanistan, or we are already in Afghanistan with a beautiful story from the city of Kabul. But on today's episode, we will be going through Germany before we get to Afghanistan because our guest is currently residing in Germany, which she'll tell us in her story. And due to the nature of today's story, we weren't sure if she was going to be on set or not because she had other engagements. So we have this episode recorded. So please buckle your seatbelts, get your questions ready, and when it's time to ask, you go ahead and ask. So before we say hi to Mushta, let me just read her biography for us. It's also on the page. The biography is on the page also. And this is just to, put a caption that I am not sure I'll be pronouncing the words correctly, but please bear with me. I'll just go ahead to read the biography that way. Mujda Ahmadi has a degree in agriculture and a diploma in design. She is a member of the Shabab's Menage Global Foundation, where she is responsible for the Quaab News Agency and weekly newspaper. She is the founder of her Literary Center, which is an umbrella for writers, poets, and education organizations that seek to bring restoration of democracy and freedom of expression. She utters the prevent story and creates poems in which women play prominent roles. She is also the founder of the Shabab Trawat Company, a company focused in. She is passionate about human rights, women's rights, and the media. She was active in contributing to Zamzam Radio and Bakhtar News, Quaab Agency News, and Akteba Agency News in Iran, and a journalist in Ravi Zan and Andisha Afghan Online TV. Her contributions in these media houses have served as success ladder for her media growth. Mujda volunteers with Amnesty International, ISEC Afghanistan, a member of WILFAP Germany, and a Jumat or Friday for Future Environmental Movement in Cologne, Germany. So, guys, with a clap and a round of applause, please make welcome our guest for today, Mujda. Woo! All the way in Germany. Hello, Mujda.
Hello, everyone.
How are you doing?
Thank you so much. I'm fine. And you?
Happy Ramadan season to you.
Thank you so much.
I know that this is very, very stressful for you and you didn't plan on coming live. Thank you so much. It's such an honor to have you on the live show today. I'm really, really grateful. I do not take it for granted. Thank you so much, Mushta.
Thank you for you for this interview for another people. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Would you want to share your story again on the live show? Or would you want me to play the recording, although it's a bit faulty, but would you want me to go ahead? Which would you prefer?
Yeah, you can record it. Play. Yeah.
All right, so we will play the recording, but when you have questions, would you mind coming to answer those questions for us, please?
No.
All right then. So Mushda will be in the background while we play the recording. So guys, please say welcome to Mushda before we take her back. Just drop a welcome for Mushda in the comment section, please. She said, welcome, Mushda. Welcome, ma'am. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So you've got lots of people telling you welcome right here. Welcome. Abigail says welcome. Patience is saying welcome, ma'am. All right. So we will go ahead and play our recording with Mushda. Please pay attention and learn from today's episode. Thank you, Mushda. Thank you so much for joining us today in the studio, Mushta. It's such a privilege to have you on our platform. Welcome to Ladies with Stories. And at this moment, all I can say is feel free, go ahead and share your beautiful story. Journey with us, guys, as we go through Afghanistan with Mushta on today's episode of Ladies with Stories. Thank you, Mushta. Please tell us about yourself and the story you have for our guests, our audience today. Please go ahead and tell your story.
And I was born in 1919 in Kabul, Afghanistan, and into intelligent and civilized family from the beginning until now. My family has had no problem sending to me school and university. However, the biggest obstacle and challenge for any girl in the land called Afghanistan is the abnormal political and economic situation and the midst of the people. Whenever Afghanistan is mentioned, the whole world knows how the situation is and will be for women in Afghanistan. The women of my land have been deprived of their fundamental rights to personal freedom and the basic and real rights to go to school and university.
Mm-hmm.
First, I want to mention these because I am one of these women, and my story is the story of thousands of Afghanistan women whose wives are choked in their throats from the beginning life, or rather childhood, resulted with the seconds of suicide explosion on the war in our ears and it countries until now. For the time began, I have been exiled to Germany,
Wow.
away from these second and mental concern. But our pains are still alive within us, and our wounds are so numerous that they will never heal.
Sad.
The hardships and difficulties began when I started going to school and my teenage years arrived. In the process, struggling with pupils. Attitudes was a difficult part of life. Alongside this abnormal economic situation, life in the family had become extremely difficult. However, despite all these problems and gender discrimination in society and the lack of opportunities, I, as a determined woman, managed to successfully complete my schooling. But that was not the end of the problems. It able to get accepted into the Faculty of Agriculture at Kabul University entrance exam. I was able to get accepted into the Faculty of Agriculture at Kabul University. However, pupil attendance did not allow me to go to university and continue my studies, but with many struggles, I managed to I managed to continue my education pres- and proceeded in going to university. Even thought no one, not even my family, approve of my activities. They demanded that I abandon university and said that I had no right to leave the house. However, I did not give up my efforts. I continued my work both online and in person, and despite the harsh treatment from those around me, I persevered and continued with many struggles. Sometimes I had to carry out certain activities in secret.
Wow.
I want to I want to prove that as women we are capable and that in my country.
Yeah.
Oh, women were regarded as the second sex, and this Mendes is still excited. Ex- And all the women script, and I, all the women sacrificed a lot so that they wouldn't looked at us through this distorted mirror. By completing university and working in various fields, I was finally able to show me family and those around me that we can also succeed. Now, now living in Germany alongside my family,
Mm.
I feel a sense of freedom, and I want to say that there is nothing more enjoyable than freedom and having the rights to live and human begin in society. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mishta. This is such an emotional story you have shared here. And I just want to tell you, you are courageous. You are the definition of determination. You are the pride of every woman out there in Afghanistan. You are the hope of every girl child growing up, knowing that tomorrow they can actually come out and share their stories. What you just did today, it's courage, reading through your story, even though you didn't want to speak it in English, but you did it. That's your story out there. That's your story going to inspire the world today. I don't know how many people are going to hear this story today, but there is always that one person that is going to cling on your story, knowing that I can push myself, I can do this irrespective of where I come from. And I know that they can succeed. So, before we just go further into the discussions and trying to understand the stories around you, I'm just going to go on a quick break so you can catch your breath and we're able to resume and then we talk again. Okay, thank you, just give me a minute. All right, not sure what's going on, but we'll be fine. All right, welcome back, my beautiful people. So, if you're just joining us, this is Ladies with Stories with Racheal Kay, and on today's episode, this is us being taken to Afghanistan to tell us the situation of things in Afghanistan. And for those who don't have an idea what's going on in Afghanistan or what has been going on in Afghanistan, while growing up, we always hear on the news and on our televisions, reading on the internet on how women do not have the freedom to do what their counterparts in other countries can do, such as going to school, such as, I don't know if the driving is still permissible, but then you don't go to public parks, you don't go through secondary school. And at some point, it felt as though they were going to be a breath of fresh air until the Taliban took over in 2001 again. And that made it very hard for women to continue going to school. So girls are not allowed to go to secondary schools, they are not allowed to go to the university, and they are not allowed to go out on public parks. And they had to adhere to the strict dressing code, which means even as of December 2023, support workers for international organizations were asked to stop doing their work. That means they were just bound to being at home. And today on the show, we have Musta, who has gone through the whole story of her life, how she has gone defiled the arts in going to school, how she had to do those things in secret, how she had to grow up in an environment filled with gunshots, with suicide, with war. And today she is not just a graduate, but she is successfully doing well in her field. And that is what we say, the girl power right here on the screen. So thank you so much, Mujda, for
Thank you
sharing your
for you.
story. And like I said, you are the hope for the generation of women in Afghanistan. You are that symbol that, yes, we can do it. It doesn't matter how long it's going to take, but we can actually do it if we keep trying, if we keep pushing, by not giving up on your dreams. So, just to ask some few questions, are you able to just tell us how did you get yourself into Germany? Because you mentioned you were exiled to Germany. Was it as a result of going to school that you got exiled to Germany, or how did you go about that process?
This is very good in Germany. I can go to a school and I can learn in Deutsch. I can go to university, and my sister also go to university or the and learn Deutsch, lesen Deutsch course. And my brother all of go to university. This is very happy for me.
Okay.
But in Afghanistan, I didn't go to school, I didn't go to university. This is the for thousand voice all of in woman in Afghanistan.
Wow.
Yeah. My sister but come in Taliban, my sister enough
Mm,
and didn't can't go to in school.
okay.
Yeah.
So, did
So
you?
come in Germany, I can go to Olaf for Olaf.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right. So, I was going to say, how did you get into Germany? Did you have to file for like an asylum, or did you have to? Was there a reason? How did you exile to Germany? So I know when you say exile, it means you can go back to Afghanistan again.
No.
So
Yeah,
was it a
now no.
punishment that got you exiled into Germany?
Yeah.
Uh, all right, that's fine. So the schools you attended in Afghanistan, were they public schools? I know there are schools there because while I was reading, I realized there are, secondary, you can't go to secondary schools. But are you able to go to primary schools? The primary schools, are they public schools or they are secret schools?
Public schools.
Oh, public schools. All right,
Yeah.
thank you. So,
Thank you.
but do you think growing up in that environment, which you mentioned had affected you psychologically, what kind of perspective do you see yourself? In what perspective do you see yourself growing up in such an environment? How do you see yourself?
Beautiful.
Oh, That is it. That's the spirit, you know. Sometimes these things affect us negatively, but I'm glad you're saying it's beautiful. You see yourself beautiful. And I can attest to you, you are beautiful. You're
Yeah.
absolutely beautiful and you are intelligent and sound.
Thank
But
you
you know,
so
for
much.
so many people, this wouldn't be the answer, which is which I'm glad to say that you actually got your freedom, because the freedom you need actually has to do from your inside translating through your outside. And I can say you have that freedom because this is you saying beautiful. Someone would have said traumatic. Someone would have said disorientated, but you know, and all are correct because that's how you feel. Imagine waking up in an environment where you're being asked to hide under the bed, hide under the chairs, you know, things like that. Did you have experiences of running around in times of crisis, like going to look for hideouts?
I think I'm very happy. Just I think I'm very happy because I come in Germany, and this is I can go to school, I can go to university, I can work.
Mm,
So, but I lived in Afghanistan. This is a very very full stress for me, for my family. In Germany, it's been alleine long, and my father and my mother is very hard living in Germany.
mm.
Afghanistan is my land. Afghanistan is my country.
So, do you think your parents will want to go back to Afghanistan?
uh, but my parents didn't go to Afghanistan because in Afghanistan is Taliban.
Mm.
Yeah, this is impossible for my family, for my all of Afghan women, Afghan people. Afghanistan is uh, a dangerous country now for all.
So, do the men also face issues like that? Also, do the men live in fear of Afghanistan Taliban? Do they live in fear of that?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Wow. Okay. Wow. So, when the Taliban, when did you move to Germany?
2 years.
2 years ago. That's 2021.
Yeah, exactly.
Almost the same time the Taliban took over.
Yeah.
Wow. So did you what came to your mind the day you heard they had taken over? What came to your mind that day?
I don't know. I don't know. Just I understand my country is very dangerous for all of women, and now I don't know. I don't understand. I'm freeze.
Uh,
I'm freeze. I have full stress
it's okay.
for another woman
Mm.
living in Afghanistan. No school, no university, no work.
So it's just more like they
Just
are in a
living, yeah, just
cage.
living
They
in
can't
home.
express themselves.
Yeah, I'm freeze. Now I'm freeze. I I didn't can't full working. I didn't can't full learning. I didn't can't for uh, happy. All of
Yeah,
all of freeze. I don't know. I don't know.
it's fine. It's fine. I understand. It's okay. No problem. So how is the relationship with your siblings like? Now that you all are in Germany, how do you guys go about? Do you go out to have some happy moments? Do you recall your childhood days and you are grateful for it and looking forward to the future? What do you guys do with your siblings now?
Now, now I think more education,
Mm.
more education.
So it's all about the education.
Yeah, just education important for me, for my family.
Mm. Absolutely.
Another subject, another subject is For me, and for my family, all of
At least for
no
now,
important.
you're
Yeah,
focused on going to school.
yeah,
So I believe most of the discussions in the house will be,
yeah,
oh, I want to be a professor. So maybe we're gonna have Professor Mister someday, and it's gonna be a hope, a new era for the Afghan woman. And I can understand how you feel, and
hmm,
trying to express it, it's kind of really impossible because it's a mixed feeling of emotions. You don't know if it's sad, it's anger, it's frustration because you have no idea what's going on with them back home. And that is always a place where you call home, because there is no place like home. We always say that, no place like home. In as much as it is bad, it is still home. When they ask where are you from, it's still going to be Afghanistan. That is your birthplace, that is your identity. So I can understand that feeling and the emotions you're trying to align together. It's understandable. What would be the advice you give to that young Afghanistan woman, or the young African woman, or the young European woman that thinks she cannot go to school? All right, so Miss Jess away, but I think she's going to get back. And we've just been discussing with Mushta about Afghanistan, the lifestyle in Afghanistan, what the women go through. They are not able to go to school. They are not able to be around social parks and gatherings. They are not able to work. And it's a lot because she said growing up, she woke up to the sounds of gunshots. She woke up to the sounds of bombs, waking up to terror and fear, living in fear. But now she's exiled to Germany. And in as much as she is in a better place because she can school, she can understand herself now, she is still, having the fear for other Afghanistan women, for other women living in the situation right now, because she's wondering how will they go about their lives, how will they get this education, because to her education is priceless. It is priceless, and it is the driving force for change. And I just hope one woman out there is able to understand that there is no limit when your heart is determined. There is no limit to what you can do. There is no limit to your outgoing, as far as your mind can imagine it. It is possible to bring it to reality. And that what Mushta have done today. She didn't just only finish her secondary school, but she is done with her university, and she learned in Dutch, and she is doing well and working with different organizations, sharing the Afghanistan woman's story. And I hope today you were inspired. I'm just going to go on a quick break while we try to get Mushta back on the set, okay? Welcome back. So this is Racheal Kay of Ladies with Stories, and we have been on a journey to Afghanistan. At this point, I know that I have been to Afghanistan. I know that I have experienced what it is feels like for a woman in Afghanistan. So when you see them talking, you need to understand that it takes courage to speak out. It takes courage to communicate. And Mujda have done that. And you can always find out more about the Afghanistan women and how you can support. There is 97% of hunger currently in the land, and social care workers, women social care workers, have been asked not to assist, and the situation keeps getting bad. So, in your prayers, please put the Afghanistan women into your prayers, and we hope things get better. We're unable to add Mushta back on the chat, but she is okay, and we're going to continue some other day with Mushta again. By then, she's going to be Professor Mushta. Thank you so much for watching.
Okay, guys. Thank you so much for connecting today. I hope you have learned from today's episode. What have you learned from today? Drop it in the comment section. What have you learned? Mujda is in the background. So if you have questions for Mujda, please drop your question for Mujda. She's in the background. And, it takes a lot of courage to come out and share your story. For Mujda, this is an achievement for the year. Trying to speak in English, she's like, I'm not going to do this. I said, Mujda, you can. You can. You're good the way you are. Because this is a platform that is open to everyone, irrespective of what and how you understand English. We are able to communicate with you. I was looking for a Dutch translator yesterday so they could help me through today's episode. But I'm glad she was able to, share the best she can. And, it's just about what is going back, what's happening back in her country, Afghanistan. She is on exile in Germany. It means she can't go back to Germany, to Afghanistan at the moment. She can't go back. Why is she in exile? Because she chose school. She chose to defile the odds. She chose to be different. She dared to do something different. And for you today, I don't know what that challenge could be. What is stopping you from achieving your dreams? What is stopping you? You have freedom of movement. For somebody in Afghanistan, for a woman in Afghanistan, going outside her doorstep and, just trying to move around, it's a luxury. It's a luxury. But for you, it is normal. So if you have the normal life that you are seeking, what can you do more with your normal life? So the Taliban movement was before 2000, in the 2000s. The first time it ended in 2001. That was when they, gave up their power in 2001. And then Afghanistan, the women rights, they kind of like grew better. Things became a bit better for them. And they came back, Taliban came back in 2021. And as we speak today, women are banned from going to the parks. They are banned from going to gyms. They are banned from going outside. They are just restricted. You can't go to school beyond grade 6. Grade 6 should be primary 6. So after primary 6, they are done. And this is us having Mujda, who, in her secret went to school, went to the university. If you read her profile, she is a founder. She founded the Paliteracy Center, where poets and other education organizations seeking freedom of expression can, relate there. She also has an agricultural firm. She didn't just stop there. That's some girl power, guys. That's someone who is determined, who wouldn't let the society define her. And I know that in coming months and coming years, she's going to be better. She's going to do great things. So, Musha, someone is saying, I admire your courage and strong will because you didn't give up on yourself despite your circumstances. Absolutely. She didn't give up and she's not giving up. That's just the truth. She didn't give up. She's not giving up. She's standing to speak for other women. Her being on loss today isn't for herself, but for other Afghanistan women and other women that are going through similar situation. Right in Nigeria, we have women who are going through those situations. Where are the Chibok girls? That is the fate of some of them. They couldn't go back, or they can't even go back to school because they have been traumatized and they believe it is not for them. Recently, we had students that were kidnapped in Kaduna. So what is the hope for those students? They might come out and never want to go back to school because of insecurities. So there are other women going through those things. There are other people going through those things. So the question is, you that have the freedom to do what you want to do, what are you using your freedom for? What are you using your freedom for? What impact are you going to make? So I encourage us tonight that, hearing the stories isn't for us to, oh wow, this is what they're going through. This is what majority of the women in Afghanistan have gone through, are still going through, and some will go through them. So it is for us to, get ourselves together, appreciate the freedom that you have, make the best use of the opportunity you have. You are in school, give your best to your school. You are at work, give your best to your work. Wherever you find yourself, whenever you find yourself, just give your best. Think beyond the now. There is no limitation to what you can achieve. There is no limitation at all. I learned determination is the key. She was determined to succeed despite all the challenges and circumstances. Absolutely. Determination is one of our keys for today's story. If you are determined, you can achieve anything, 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 absolutely anything you want. So, would you be determined to achieve those things? Channel your energy. Think about the lives that are on your shoulder. In the next coming years, Mujda might be the one to liberate so many people from those shackles, so many people that have fear in Afghanistan. She will be that hope to them. I hope we all understood today's story. I hope we all know how hard it is to speak in a language that isn't yours. You might not know until you try it. So this is me saying thank you, Mushda, for being on Ladies with Stories. Thank you for sharing your story of courage, your story of strength, your story of hope. Thank you for giving back to the society. And I know that your story will bring so many out of their bondage, so many out of fear, and giving them new courage and new strength. Do we have any question for Mushdar? Do you have any question for her? You can drop it in the comment section. If you have any question for Mushdar, please feel free to drop it in the comment section. All right, so if you do not have any question, please kindly drop thank you for Mushdar in the comment section. Just drop a thank you. Just drop a word of encouragement for her so she can read through it and, be excited about sharing her story. So please drop a word of encouragement for Mushdar, drop a thank you, drop a heart, drop anything that makes sense to you for her in the comment section, please. Thank you, Mushdar. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're so glad to have you. Thank you, Mushra. Thank you, Mushra. We are proud of your courage. You're truly doing well. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mamushta. Thank you. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being a part of today's show. We are so glad you were able to watch through our live broadcast today. And this is me saying, God bless you for coming on board. Thank you for joining with me to Afghanistan. And next week, is it next week? In 2 weeks' time, we'll be going to Canada. So we'll bring another story from Canada, and I hope it will be something you can learn from. For every story we bring on, Laws, it's for you to learn something and stick to what you learn, so you can be a better version of yourself and you can impact more lives. For next week, being the next episode will be on the 5th of April, we want to introduce a conversation with your inspirational Kaduna woman. So I know we all have that one person we admire, one woman in Kaduna that we admire, like, oh, I want to be like you, oh, you inspire me in so many things. And I'm glad I have you in my circle. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, I'll share the links to her NGOs and I'll also share her profile with you guys so you can follow up and tell her thank you in her inbox and be nice and be kind towards her. So I'll share that immediately after the live broadcast. Her links will be in the comment section and everything you need to know, the NGO links, her Instagram, her LinkedIn, her Facebook will be right here. So for the Kaduna Inspirational Woman, you will need to tag one of your inspirational women. So we'll be having a conversation with 10 Kaduna inspirational women. So I don't know if that flyer is up. Just a moment, let me check through. Okay, not sure. Bear with me. All right, so I'm not sure the flyer is up yet, but when it comes up, you see it. So all you need to do is tag your inspirational woman, that woman that inspires you in Kaduna. I know we have many guests from Abuja, Lagos, and the rest of it will come to your city, but for this edition, we'll be having a conversation with top 10 Kaduna inspirational women. So whoever you tag, we'll reach out to them, find out their schedules, if they'll be available on our dates or their dates, then we can work towards it, and we'll all have the 10 of them on set. So whatever question you want to ask your inspirational woman that you have had it so hard to ask, you can send a DM and we will ask her, or during the live show, you can ask her. So we look forward to the 5th of April, hopefully, if that works out with their schedules, and then we will have the live show. Thank you so much, guys, for joining today's episode. It's your girl, Racheal Kay, and I'm so excited and glad to have you all in my corner, and we're doing well. We are doing well and we are proud of ourselves. Thank you so much to everyone. This is me saying a beautiful night rest and a great weekend to you all ahead. Bye.